舒服。
Since coming to Beijing, Chuan has begun traveling all over China in search of places with clean air and water. She hopes to move someday. Her favorite place so far is the Bama Yao Autonomous County in the Guangxi-Zhuang Autonomous Region.
北京的一个科学家就是研究这个空气污染的，他带的那些仪器背着去的。他那儿的那个小分子弱碱性那个水呀，就是像咱们那个卖的那个水，就是经过加工以后的那个水，它那水确实好，像洗头洗澡你什么都不用抹。
Chuan has been planning to stay in Bama for a year, starting in September. Bama is 2,500 kilometers south of Beijing. It takes 2 days by train and bus to get there. Chuan has already sent clothes and other necessities ahead. Bama has many steep mountains. The view resembles Chinese landscape paintings and attracts many tourists. The average year-round temperature is 20.4 degrees Celsius, and the annual rainfall is 1,600 millimeters. There is natural beauty throughout the year. The air in Bama is said to have the highest level of negative ions in all of China. There was little development for years because of a lack of land and poor transportation. The owner of the inn where Chuan stayed last time has come to greet her. The man had been a farmer up until a year ago, but he started operating an inn with financial support from the local government. His annual income is now over 30 times higher since he switched jobs. Bama became well known thanks to a certain book. 5 years ago, the author was told he had a year to live. He walked all over China, looking for a place to build up his natural healing powers. He eventually settled in Bama. The author praises Bama as the land of miracles. He wrote that getting enough exercise and joyfully living each day among rich greenery and clear skies dramatically changes life. In fact, the author lives in Bama to this day. Bama has small villages scattered along the Panyan River, also known as the Longevity River. Hotels and souvenir shops now fill even the smallest plots of land. Some 2.17 million people visited Bama last year alone. That's 8 times the local population. Tourists come in the hope that visiting will lead to better health and a long life. Posters on the doors of homes boast about residents' longevity. The people shown are all at least 100 years old. Visitors believe they can prolong their own lives by meeting and taking photos with as many old residents as they can. Tourists give tips to the elderly to show thanks. The tips aren't mandatory, but they can add up to $300 a day. The elderly here take no special medication. They just live quiet lives surrounded by nature, as people did centuries ago. Over the past year, more and more visitors have been coming for health reasons. There's even a word in Chinese to describe them. Hou Niao Ren, or health seekers, are people like Chuan, who travel the nation in search of cleaner environments. As the number of visitors increases, so does the number of long-term lodging facilities. This inn charges about $100 a month. Each room has its own shower and toilet. Guests share the kitchen and dining area. Chuan is looking forward to a year free of masks and air purifiers. A day in the mist-filled mountains of Bama begins.
Ni hao, 不好意思，打扰您一下，您这是在干什么呢？
爬，这也不懂。
哦。
锻炼身体，老亏了，大脑多么血管硬化。啊，对爬就下爬，下爬不行，到下爬受不了，一般人不能下爬啊。
In the morning, the health seekers gather in front of Bama Cave, a giant cavern. This spot has the highest level of negative ions in Bama. Every morning and evening, people flock here to exercise. There's another popular spot nearby. It's a well, where people can draw water from the bed of the Panyan River. Many people drink it straight from the source. They say it's full of lime and other minerals that are good for health.
口感，比那个还有点异味，这个没有异味。
就是刚来时候有反应，拉肚子，拉2天就没事了。他们说是排毒，咱也不懂啊。
People come to Bama hoping to improve their health, but some visitors go too far. 20 people drowned in the river over the past 4 years. The local government banned swimming in June. Whenever there's a new report about environmental pollution in the cities, more people flock to Bama for the clean water. Now the river that nurtured longevity is lined with hotels and apartments. Development has brought more jobs. People in the biggest villages now work in lodging facilities and souvenir shops, while those from neighboring villages man construction sites. On this day, the residents of one village are gathering to discuss security deposits. Most people here received security deposits from the local government in return for the rights to their farms and the land under their homes. But as development progresses, the residents are becoming unhappy with the terms.
今后的生活保障的问题怎么做？今后的我们死生安居的问题，这个是我们讨论的内容。还有一个是我们开发旅游，现在我们河道已经受到了一定的污染，有什么更好的建议，大家畅所欲言的提出来。
我们的群众要求按2009年的后期补偿的那些5%，我们群众要求要按其当期5%的价格来对所前期条米。
整地这个10年了，今年已经第10年了，5亿几头，天天拿几头，按照这个市场。你要跟农民搞这个，把这个事情搞成农民没有。
Life in the village has undergone a transformation. $80 a year used to feel like a huge sum for a 670 square meter plot of farmland. But it's not enough to pay for a month's worth of groceries now. People used to provide for themselves with what they grew on their farms. Now they must work for a living and buy food. Juan Zhonlin has leased his rights directly to a hotel developer.
这个就是我们的家了，我们是这个属这个地皮嘛，是老板集起来的嘛，是这样的。
Juan signed a 20-year contract with the developer. When it ends, the building will become his. He currently lives on the second floor of the hotel with his wife. Their 4 children have grown up and left. Juan quit farming and now works at the cave as a security guard. His wife, Juan Manchunyan, got a job as a janitor at the hotel. Their combined monthly income is about $500. The couple have been able to buy the television set they'd wanted, and their once meager meals are now more substantial. But Juan worries how long this life will last.
所以呢，这个受到这样的破坏呢，我们呢也是那个连水都没有喝。你看前面的有一条河水过我们的前面，现在连喝都不敢喝。你看是不是这样？所以呢，我们这个原来我们这个河水一喝起来很甜的。你们到百摩洞，你们的那个去那个洗水口，你喝的跟这边的喝的不一样，是这样。 现在这么多的楼房，这么多的人，那全部把污水不放到河里了，所以呢，现在水这么浑的了，就是变成这样。
那现在排污都排到河里去了？
肯定啊，现在都是排到那个河里了嘛。如果不排到河里，谁便喝水啊？是这样，你不排到河里，没有办法排到哪里去？你看。 所以呢，我们要求政府呢，必须在这个处理这个污水啊，我们是希望的，希望开发的，是这样的。但是呢，就是开发，就是一定要把这个环境，首先是环境一定要处理好，是这样的。
Bama currently has 1 sewage disposal plant and 1 waste disposal site. But the village with most of the tourism and recuperation spots has no disposal facilities of any kind. The local government announced it would build some this year, but there's been no construction. Yet development projects that will bring in money are going up one after the next.
那这个的话呢，就是我们中麦国际长寿养生都会。
The large multi-purpose facility is scheduled to open next year. The plan is for the 280,000-meter plot of land to house 5-star hotels, apartments, and resorts. It will accommodate 5,000 people. Local government leaders say the project is the opportunity they've been waiting for.
我一下子1-2年，可就出现了井喷，我们说的那个井喷的现象。去年我们的旅游人数啊，就达到217万人次。你看2006年我们还11万人次而已。你看现在就是今年刚刚去年2012年6年时间，你看就多少倍，20倍就翻发了20倍所以人数达到这样子，也是我们是有预期，但是没想到这么快。还有现在我们作为国际旅游区以后，我们现在巴马这里的高速路，从摆设到河池的高速路，今年就可以，就是你们从田阳过来嘛，那个路比较弯曲嘛，然后我们从摆设到巴马到河池以后都是高速路，然后我们的摆设巴马机场也在摆设也要建巴马的通用机场，也列入我们的国家的发展规划。
作为我们县政府来说呢，对开发和环保这对矛盾，我们怎么考虑的？
我们肯定是在保护中开发，在开发中保护，这是我们发展的理念。所以的话呢，我们做的养生度假这个村啊，我们都是有一定的容量也都是控制的，也不是说你是无限度的开发。
Tourists continue to visit in hopes of living long, healthy lives. The health seekers come looking for a better environment. There are also many terminally ill people who come to Bama with their final wishes in mind. The book that brought Bama fame was written by a person who was diagnosed with a terminal disease. He still lives here. 5 years have passed since Laube was told he had 1 year left. On busy days, 10 people or more who have read his book come for advice.
是。你坐那边，你看那边坐，你坐这也行。
This man was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer and abruptly told he had less than 2 years to live. His family couldn't bear to watch him feeling depressed and crying every day, so they arranged this trip for him.
他讲我讲我就没有其他指望，我讲我到这里来，第一个就是你给我指引的方向。
就目前的什么药啊、技术手段对他一点任何用都没有，只有改变自己。你就现在你就得自己接受这个事实，就是我自己现在活一天是一天，活一天赚一天，你得有这种心态，对不对？然后。 怎么开心怎么活。长寿村和坡叶村有什么区别？没有什么区别。那换个房子，一共2公里就有区别了，那不是方向。所以说，你就是在你自己做选择的时候，是没有人帮你做的，就得靠你自己做选择。
Laube spent as much time as he could trying to convince his visitor to cherish his remaining days.
来的会越来越多，无论你媒体说他怎么不好，环境不好，他还会来，因为他没有别的办法。那这个世界上只有你自己最爱自己了啊，没有别人更爱你了，是吧？那你就得把你自己的健康维护好，这就是活着的价值。
It's been a week since Chuan arrived in Bama. She's been actively participating in local social groups and enjoying life. This group hosts singing classes, swimming classes, and volunteer activities. People who migrated here formed it in December 2012. Participation is free. The group includes many health seekers, so the participants often change. But each event attracts 20 people. The conversation rarely turns to family matters. On the other hand, participants never run out of things to say about the environment and health.
我是从内蒙古包头。
您大概什么时候来的呀？
我是5月份来的，很快就动了手术了。动了手术了，感觉这块呼吸很好。我们的地方啊，就污染比较大，所以到这块就不感到呼吸困难，不感到闷。
我们在这挺开心的，互相之间都挺和气的。完了还有地方唱歌呀、跳舞，每天。生活丰富多彩，每天爬山，我都减了10公斤了。
哦哟啊，真棒！另外，我们每个月都组织大家去捡垃圾，减少白色的污染，爱护巴马，希望把这片美丽神奇的土地留给我们的子孙。
The group picks up trash once a month. The members warn people about swimming in the river, and some have begun study groups on environmental protection.
他这个当地好多事情他想不到做不到，就是想到了他也做不到。咱们外地人把他带起来。
因为像当地人，他这个环保意识不是那么强烈。作为我们候鸟人来到这里，要想办法让巴马更美丽。
The man who had visited Laobu is now among the group's members. China cannot afford any further destruction of its natural environment. What can be sacrificed and what should be protected? People across China must unite to find the answers.
Viewer's Choice, the best of 2013.